The Bah Humbugs. Do you or anyone you know suffering? Okay, so I'm just doing this video because I know there's a lot of people who aren't as excited about the holiday season as other people are. And yeah, so what do you do if you're feeling that way? I personally always did not enjoy holidays. I mean, maybe when I was a tiny little kid and, you're getting some cash from grandma, but I always just went to go spend it to give to other people. And, yeah, but honestly, my earliest memories, even as a child, it was not my favorite time of year. We all have our own reasons. Mine I may have addressed, I'm sure, in my personal trauma healing journey playlist, but essentially, for us, Christmas was a time of maxing your credit cards for Jesus to keep up with the Joneses. Of course, you have to go kill a tree, and then you have to fill it up with lights, and then your whole house, and triple your light bill. And, looks all great. And then hang out with people that you never hear from the rest of the year and pretend that everything is happy, happy, joy, joy. And then try to impress people with, dude, the gifts and crap in our house were ridiculous. But the end result of that, so people looking from the outside are like, oh my gosh, that's so great. That's so perfect. Oh, I'm jealous. But me, so my mom, of course, chose to max her credit cards for Jesus and to look better than everyone else. And she had a habit of trying to buy people. So, gifts with attachments really aren't so much gifts. And then we would get yelled at the rest of the year and have to deal with the stress of her not being able to pay her credit card bills. And blah, blah, blah. Just drama. I just don't even like thinking about it, really. Total drama. And, as I got older, and, as a parent, I realized I thought it was abuse to lie to my children about Christmas and Easter, like bunnies lay eggs. Dude, we had bunnies. Like, what kind of mother would I be to lie to them, right? Or Christmas, like some fat dude is gonna, slide down our chimney and, leave a bunch of gifts because you've been good. And just, I don't know, I didn't want to lie to my children. So, of course, I was accused of abusing my children for not celebrating Christmas like they do. And I always ask the question, okay, if it's about celebrating the birth of Christ, then why do that just one day a year? Why not every day? Why not give thanks every day? So for me, it was hypocritical. And, there's other things too that people go through, other types of abuses and other types of things like being locked in cages and being part of weird rituals and stuff like that. So just know when you're out there, that not everybody, are you ready for Christmas? Well, what does that mean? Not everybody celebrates or feels the same way you do. And this is not to shame anyone who has pure intent and, really reaching out and spreading holiday cheer in their way. Okay, that's great. But if you're just doing it one day a year, save it. All right? Okay, so, I could be sitting here crying like, oh, poor me, I have no family, oh, nobody, I have nowhere to go, blah, 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 right? I could do all that, and trust me, I spent many years doing that, right? On the other side of that, which is much more free and healthier, for me, again, for those of you who don't know, I give thanks all day, every day. So to me, it's just another day where I get to reflect, rest. It's a day off. It's my weekend, thank gosh. Go back to work tomorrow. But I'm using it to improve myself rather than stay mired in misery or try to pretend, you know, I don't know. I know other lonely people, they go to bars and casinos and things like that, but I'm not lonely. And if you are, please watch my video on loneliness. I think it's called, it's in the Coffee with Christie series. I think it's called Help, I'm Lonely or something like that. But, yeah, so, and it's kind of messed up. I didn't get to the store early enough yesterday, so I really have no groceries, and I've got lots of nuts though, and some pasta and stuff like that. But, you know, I don't feel like I'm missing out by not celebrating a dysfunctional family dinner, you know, I really don't. And then gorging ourselves on what? Things that cause the disease that probably most people are complaining about during that happy joy, you know, celebration dinner anyways, right? Yeah, so I'm improving myself. I signed up for a photography course and obviously trying to learn to use my new equipment and things like that, and using that time to enrich myself, which we can really be doing every single day, right? So this is not to say that if you have pains and traumas, brush them under the rug. No. Let me tell you, yesterday what I was doing, sitting here crying, going through many memories in my mind and trying to process things that, you know, maybe I didn't have time to process correctly at the time. And when you're getting pounded trauma after trauma after trauma after trauma, you're in survival mode. And some things get overlooked. Going through my hard drives and stuff now that I have a computer and being reminded of the things I survived, whew, dude, it makes no logical sense. But it's painful and it has to be dealt with. So that's my gift to myself, helping myself by going through the traumas. And taking classes, catching up on classes that I signed up for. Oh, check it out. Okay, also, yeah, I'm going to be on a radio show tonight with Kyler Davenport. It's 4th and Baker on Blog Talk, 6 p.m. Central time, and I believe we are talking about living a life with the absence of nature, or disconnection from nature. So that's yeah, always a good topic to invite me on for. But yeah, so I don't feel bad. I'm not feeling sorry for myself. I'm doing something to help myself. And by the way, if you are feeling sorry for yourself, dude, go help someone else. It's the best way to help yourself. Always. Anytime, in anything. Everybody has a skill. Everybody has a gift. Go share it. You know, people... I'll tell you what, that's how I do. The absence of me having direct people in my life to love forces me to express that through other means. My cooking, my helpfulness, my willingness to be there for other people, my photos. Look around. I mean, it all started by me trying to make ugly things look pretty to entertain myself. Couldn't talk or walk. I could snap a button. So, if you're sad because you don't have somebody to love you and pet your head or do whatever, go express that love in another way. What are you making? What are you creating? What are you nurturing? It isn't all about romantic love and diamond rings and things like that, okay? Much more to life, much more to love, much more to self-love. And so if you're on that path of self-love, after you adequately go through that pain, right? And just know those deep, dark places you avoid directly correlate to the heights that you can soar. You want to fly high? You're going to have to go into the shadow, into the reflection, into the depths, the abyss, the void, the pain, the trauma, the things we brush under the rug. And you know what? Even through my conscious effort over a decade going through things, sometimes I even forget, and I'm sure brain infections and stuff didn't help, but I don't even remember some things until somebody brings something up, and then I'm like, oh yeah, and then this, and then that, oh my gosh, you know? So yeah, I've unlocked a few things that, wow, I've got more healing to do, and that's what I'm doing this Christmas Day. And yeah, I know there's a lot of you out there that are feeling the funk, the blues. Just know it's not because there's anything wrong with you. Okay, you probably know the whole thing's bullshit anyways, but for those of you that do celebrate like in the true spirit, and I totally honor that. I don't judge that in any way. I think it's great, and you know, it's nice. Yeah, so I wish this freedom for you. Self-love, right? For this day and every day. Is that not what Christ consciousness is? Many of you claim to love Christ out there. But what about right here? Didn't he say, don't you know the temple of God is within? Stop looking out there. It's right here. Light your light. All right. Have a good day. Merry Christmas, Bah Humbug, whatever you celebrate or don't. Bye.